Well, hey there, guys. This is Wade Rush with Bubba Roundtree Outdoors. We're starting a new segment here in the postseason, early postseason, right first of the year. Our season ended for big game season ended January the 1st, and small game season will remain in until March the 1st, and the cormorant depredation is in here till March 14, I believe it is. Okay, we've gotten so many inquiries about the equipment that we're using in the woods, everything that we're using. So I'm gonna start a new series here covering everything that we use, from the game cameras to the video equipment that we use, to the shotguns, rifles, everything we've got set up. We're going to bring you a video on it, guys, and show you in as much detail as we can what we use, why we use it, and why we think that it's the best. Okay, well, today we're talking about the game cameras, and so let's get going. Okay, what I've got laying here on the table in front of me is what we use in the field, or what we have used in the field for the past, anywhere from the past 8 to some of them 2 years, some of them the wild game innovation cameras. They're right here. This is the first year we've used these guys. Okay, got mixed feelings, but we'll get into that in a minute. We even picked up a viewer, a wild game viewer, card viewer. But start here with the oldest. The oldest here is an old Moultrie, the old 6-volt model. One of the when I think we were using this back in 06, 05, 06. I'm not exactly sure. I have to look back in the archives, guys. I know I'll be able to find you some pictures. But this old camera still works good. This old model, I was going to try to find out what the model was on it, but all the paperwork has been ripped off of it here over the years. Let me see if it's got something on the inside, what the model is. You may not be able to get it anymore. But yeah, Moultrie makes a good, inexpensive camera. And I'm going to be using this one again this year because Moultrie also makes external batteries, the big ones, the big 6-volt acid lead batteries that'll last several months in the field, even with these things taking a regular flash. And this this Primos here has still got the mud all over it, where the coons were climbing all over it. I may have some of the pictures of where the coons were climbing all over this thing. One of the last monsoons that we had. And but this is the Primos Truth 35. Everything in here is analog, which is a feature that I really like. You've got your status button right here on the left, where you can select video or photo. The delay of the video is right there, set in 10, 30, or 60 seconds. The delay can be set at 10 seconds, 1 minute, or 30 minutes. And you can have a multi-shot mode where it will snap 1 shot at a time, 3 or 5 at a time. And that sensor level adjustment right there can be set to high, normal, or low. We usually keep it on normal. You set it up to high, that thing will pick stuff up 40, 50 foot away. But these, we've used them for 2 years, maybe in our 3rd year. These are great cameras. They're tough, and they take really, really good pictures. Now, they don't take a wide view picture, but I don't care about that. We just want to find out, we want to see what's moving through an area and when, and it does that. I mean, it does a great job where that is concerned. And then it brings us over here to the wild game view cameras. Not as impressed with this camera here, guys. I'll tell you, it's one of the things about it, it's not very user-friendly. Look at that print. The print is almost microscopic. And the navigation buttons, hang on a second, let me see if I can. The navigation buttons are up under here. These 3 navigation buttons right there. Here's your card insert, data insert. And then your navigation buttons are up under here. So you got to flip it up to see the You just hold the button in to turn it off. But look at the writing on that thing. We were not as impressed with it. My camera worked fine throughout the season, but I tell you what, this let's see what the model number on this one is. I'm not sure which one of these. Anyway, this one was $90 at Academy right here, and Hammer got it for me for my birthday. And Captain Buster picked this one up from Rogers Sporting Goods, rogerssportinggoods.com. The camera that we got to start with from Rogers, this Wild Game View camera right here, is basically it's the same thing as here. This one is the 8 megapixel, this one is the 5 megapixel. That this camera failed within 2 weeks of purchasing it. It may have even actually been, I gave it 2 weeks. We kept trying to get it to work, and it finally failed. It just would not write to the card. So we contacted customer service at Rogers Sporting Goods. Very unpleasant experience. That was the first purchase we'd ever made from Rogers, and it will be the last. The customer service was horrible. The personality of the individual that called and talked to my mom was right gruff, and no apologies for the inconvenience or anything else. I told them I was going to do a review on it, but that didn't seem to bother them at all, which was also very disappointing. But if I had to make a choice, guys, you can buy this True 35 camera for $50, $60. You can still find it brand new for around $70 at Walmart, and paying the same price for these guys here. No, sir, I wouldn't do it. If I had to buy another one, or to buy another camera, we're going to buy several more, I will not buy another Wild Game View camera. I surely won't buy it from Rogers Sporting Goods. If you're going to buy something like this in a smaller model, get the Primos. Primos has got some updated models, so does Moultrie, that make the smaller version of the cameras, and their navigation is so much simpler than the Wild Game View camera. And last, this Wild Game View viewer right here was a total flipping disappointment. It worked a few times, and it hasn't worked since. It started failing to read the cards very first time we used it. The screen is too small. If you're not almost in total darkness, you can't even see it. This thing was over 70 bucks. $70 for this thing. Save your money, guys. Put another $30 with it and go buy you a little smart pad with a touch screen and a card reader on it. That's what I'm gonna have. 10 or 12-inch screen. You'll be able to see it. Slide the card reader in it with a touch screen, navigation screen. Heck yeah. Let's just get a smart pad and not deal with this mess like this right here. I don't know what they're gonna do about it, but this one doesn't even work. Let me see. It may still come on, but you plug a card into it, and it says no SD card. It won't read the cards. Well, it did come on. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to show you some pictures that these cameras have taken, video, and all this other stuff, and we're going to wrap this thing up. And in the next segment, I'm going to talk about our video equipment that we use in the field, how we like it, why we use what we use, and just all that good stuff, guys. This is Wade Rush at Bubba Roundtree Outdoors. We hope you enjoy the new segment. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. This has been a production of Bubba Roundtree Outdoors. I am your host, Wade Rush. And remember, if you're enjoying freedom today, it came at a high cost. Don't forget to pray for our men and women in the military. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.